What is up, dope heads? What is going on? I can't sleep. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, real time. And I just got back from watching uh A Violent Nature. And I don't know who's seen that movie, but I've been so up for that movie. Uh I couldn't sleep. I've been waiting for this movie for 6 months. Uh just came out. It really let me down in a lot of ways. I don't think anybody on here is up at 1 in the morning, so you have to watch this on the rewind. But I just had to talk about it. It was it was so I should have known something when it wasn't playing in hardly any movie theaters, and we had to find the movie theater. It was only showing in AMC's around here, and then it was only showing at 7 o'clock at night one time on opening weekend. So that ought to tell me right there something's wrong with it. Didn't have a rating, which I thought was kind of cool because I was hoping to be gory. And man, I watched the movie, and from the very beginning of the movie, it felt like you was controlling somebody on your PlayStation. The whole movie, you're behind a guy, and you're following this Jason-like character around, and he's slower than shit. And it really took him 3 to 5 minutes of just shuffling his feet through the woods to actually get to where he was going, and you would have to follow this dude. And when he would get to somewhere, he would go in the back. Well, you'd see the victim go in the back door. He would go in the back door. Then the victim would come around out the front door, and then he would come out. And then he would follow him all the way back to the woods again. And I'm like, this is the slowest pace movie I had ever seen in my life. It was super slow. It was probably 30 minutes of action, the whole movie, 30 minutes. It was a 90-minute long movie, and you followed this dude around, and either it was a kill that it didn't show on film, or it was a really gory kill. There was no in between. There was only about 7 or 8 actors in the whole movie. Really low budget. Didn't cost a lot to make at all. There was no special effects, nothing blowing up, nothing like that. I love to support the horror industry, so I was hoping this would be good. And I admit, if a 2 comes out, I'll probably watch it just because it was so bad. But there was no story. The story that was told was terrible. No hot girls. He was walking on bottom of the lake, across the lake, and a girl just floated to the surface. I don't even know what happened to her. It was so bad of a movie. Terrible. I laughed all the way through the movie. I've laughed more at this movie than I have a comedy movie. I mean, it was funny. It was so bad. And every kill was bad. He's walking around houses. People are running full speed, and he is creeping. I mean, not even Jason speed. I mean, creeping. And somehow he's catching them. Nobody can get away from him. One dude he killed with a logging machine, and it took 25 minutes to kill somebody with a logging machine, and he still caught up with the other 2 that took off running before he even started killing them. And they were running and he was walking, so I don't know what was going on. His mask, he found a mask halfway through the movie, and the mask was he looks like a minion. It ain't even a good mask. It's a minion mask. So I don't know what he was doing with that, but the mask was awful. The storyline was awful. The kills were the only gruesome, cool part in it. At the end of the movie, there's only one person left, and she's running through the woods, and she finds a dirt road. And a woman in a Ford Ranger picks her up and starts driving her down the road. And they drive for literally 15 minutes of the movie. It's 60 miles an hour. And she tells a stupid story about a bear for 15 minutes attacking her brother, which is a game warden. And I just know somewhere, this guy's going to jump out of the woods and kill them, and it ain't going to make any sense because they've been driving for 60 miles now. And no, it didn't happen. The credits just start rolling. End of the movie. Made no sense whatsoever. The lights came on. Everybody in the theater was laughing. People were rolling their eyes saying, "Oh shit!" Talking about you drugged me to this movie. I can't believe we're here to watch this movie. I can't believe I watched this stupid movie with you. People are wanting their $25 back. People are laughing. I was laughing. I went with a guy named Fish Camp Danny Boy. He was laughing. It was the worst movie I'd ever seen, probably in a theater. But I mean, I'd probably watch a part two. It was so bad, just to see if it's that bad. Highlights of the movie was definitely there's 2 good kills in the movie. We've got a character now that maybe we can build upon. They can't do another movie where you're following them around like a PlayStation. They just can't. It was so slow paced. The movie, people were yawning. I mean, it was that boring where you just followed a guy literally around for 5 minutes as he shuffled his feet through the leaves and looks for somebody to kill. And then he shuffles his feet for another 5 minutes trying to find somebody else to kill. It had no story whatsoever. So if you've seen the movie, just leave it in the comments. It's in a violent nature. It just came out tonight. In a violent nature. It's funny. It ain't supposed to be funny. It's put out by Shudder. I'll support them, and I'll support any horror movie. But this one I had my hopes up for. It had no rating. I thought, well, this is going to be gory. It's going to be the next Jason franchise. I had all this good stuff going for it, but it was so bad. I can't believe how bad it was. I can't even sleep now. That's how bad it was. But I thought I'd get on here 7 to 10 minutes, tell you about the movie, see if anybody leaves anything in the comments the next couple of days. I hope people go watch this movie. That way I got somebody to talk to. It is trash, literally trash. But it was funny. I want to see if anybody else watches it. If you've seen it, let me know. If you ain't seen it, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Continue to support horror. Continue to read your comics, support the comic community. And until the next time, read your comics.